keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying. Just keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying. Just keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying. Just keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying.
Welcome, Rodney. Welcome, man.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming. For the very first PastorFisher Show.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Me too, y'all. This is, like I told y'all before, this is my very good friend, Rodney McDonald. And today he's going to be talking to us about black entrepreneurship.
Yes.
All about being an entrepreneur, and not just any kind of entrepreneur, but he's a Christian brother, y'all. A Christian brother, somebody who loves the Lord. And what it's like to be a black entrepreneur and to be a Christian and be a child of God. Amen?
Amen.
And like I told you,
God is good.
So Rodney, so how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
I'm doing just fine. I'm just doing fine. And the family?
The family's doing well. Everybody's doing good. Son's doing good at school. Daughter's doing good at school. Wife is not complaining, which is a good thing.
So I see you got the pictures of your family right behind you. You got a very beautiful family, man. You know, I know them all.
Yes. Yes. Well, you see my son, Azariah. He's my boy. He's 7 years old. I have my daughter, Anaya. You see the girl? She's 10 years old.
Right,
and
right
of course,
here.
My wife, Juanita, my lovely wife, Juanita, and myself.
So that's great. Everybody's doing good, right?
Everybody's doing well.
Everybody's
doing well.
That's good. That's good. So let's just jump right in. So tell your audience about what you do. What is it that you do?
Okay. Well, currently, I own appliance and heating and air repair business.
Okay.
I've been in business here in Atlanta for approximately 6 years, going on 7. And my wife and I, we moved here back in 2014, started the business right away. It wasn't anything really new. It was just a new area because we had a business in Minnesota. But, you know, things here in Atlanta picked up fairly quickly because the market here for anybody having a small business, especially a black-owned small business, thrives here very quickly. Right.
So did you go to school for your appliance business? How did you learn about it?
I did. I attended a technical college in Minnesota, in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah, St. Paul, Minnesota. So it didn't take long. The training was about 1.5 years. I had to take out phones, you know, just like anybody else.
Right.
I did have those paid back. I'm no longer in debt with the student loans. Which
no
is
longer in debt. We know what's up with that. See, that's what ownership, business ownership, and when it's ran right, and when it's ran correctly, and you make good decisions. I also heard you say, you know, that you say we, so you were talking about your wife as well. She's a part of this. Am I correct?
She is. So my wife, she is who takes care of the phone calls, you know, the admin part of it. So when it comes down to, you know, doing the taxes at the end of the year, payments, the customers are calling in, those things she's taking care of. I'm taking care of, you know, she's taking care of customer service. I'm taking care of, you know, the business outside of the shop. So, you know, things like repairs and dealing with customers and you know, those type of things. That's what I do, and that's what she does.
So she makes sure that the business and the money is right. Am I correct?
She does. She does a good job at that. She does a really good job at that. We also are we have a membership part of what they call the PSA, and that's the Professional Services Association.
Right.
These are a united servicers of America. So everybody in America that's part of this membership comes to this. We do a conference each year. And so my wife and I, we go there. She picks up what to do in the admin side of it. I get tips on how to do things on outside the shop, and it's a wonderful thing. But that just goes to show you that we do things together, you know, in the business and around the business, and it's been working. We've been successful.
Rodney, that is very interesting that a married couple. How long have you all been married?
We've been married 13 years.
13 years. 13 years. And you've been in business you've had your own business for how long now?
I've been in business here in Georgia for 5 years, but altogether maybe 11 years. We had a business also in Minnesota that we were part of there for 6 years.
Wow, that's 11 years out of your 13 years of marriage. That's great.
Yes.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
So can you explain to our audience, and I'm going to say this on the marriage part and being in business together, can you explain to the audience some of the challenges and I mean the good parts about being married and also being in business together? Some of the things you have to deal with working together with your spouse. And me and my wife, we worked together we had a restaurant some years ago, and so she handled the front end and I handled the back end, and so we worked together in the same thing. So can you elaborate on that just a little bit?
So it usually is the woman that takes care of the finances. They're really good with their numbers. They think, differently than we do. They can think of 5, 6 different things when we're trying to still think of 1 or 2 things. But that's usually how a successful business runs, is with the woman usually doing the front end of it, taking care of, the things when it comes down to managing and things like that. And then the guy usually is more we take care of, we get down in the trenches and get things done, that type of situations. Being married, of course, comes with its own challenges, with children too. Any married man trying to do the right thing, any Christian married man trying to do the right thing knows that there's challenges in your marriage. Always there's going to be challenges. It just depends on how you can work together and get through those challenges faster and faster as time goes on. And the same thing is related to our business. So we come with challenges in the business. Just like in marriage, there's no real playbook of telling you how to do things.
Right.
And with this business, there's no playbook with this business.
Right.
So we start to learn things on our own, and moving forward and getting more time and more years underneath our belt, we start learning more and more things to get. Situations stay the same, but you get through them quicker and faster and more easier as time goes on.
So now we've talked about the wife, and we talked about what she does, and I mean she handles the business side of us. Tell us a little bit about you're out in the field, right? So tell us about what's your day? What a day for you when you're out in the field? What kind of people that you deal with, your customers, just your day-to-day that you go through?
So it's definitely something that I go through every day. So a lot of times, since being in a repair business and a service business, the first thing is that you want to establish a good customer service base. So you want the customer to feel comfortable because you're going into their home.
Absolutely.
You're stepping into somebody else's environment. So it's a lot of things that you have to think about. You got to kind of think about your protection too, because you never know what might be in this home. They may have dogs, they may have cats, they may have an upset customer just because their appliance is broken, and it may not be my fault, but they're just upset. So customer service usually means that I have to try to control the situation. I have to control my environment. So if the customer is mad and upset, I got to try to calm down.
So you actually have customers who get upset about their appliance. I mean, what could they get upset with you about when you're there to fix it?
Right, because people, a lot of times, when they get upset, living in a microwave society, things need to be done right away. People want it done right now. So when I come into a home, sometimes Customer may feel you didn't get here fast enough. He may feel, well, it's been broken for 2 weeks. You're just not getting here. It may not be because of me. It could be just because he may be upset at somebody at his job, and it could be a couple of different. It could be a thing about, but they're venting it towards me because right now, I'm the guy that's just happens to be there at the time of them being upset.
Right, you're the face of the company,
But,
also the boss of the
that,
company.
You know, customer service is first. After you get the customer service down, get the customer to relax. Because if the customer is not relaxed, it's hard for me to relax and work.
I understand.
So I have to control the environment. I have to ask them to please put the dogs away. A lot of guys in my business, they don't like to tell their customers to put their pets away, but I have to because I've had situations where I've let them have the pet out, and the pet comes and they start taking my tools and running away with my tools. So I've had those situations. So and I've said, please, ma'am, could you please get your dog? He's running away with my tools. I get it. And put my tools back, and she sits down, and not long after that, here come the dog again, getting my tools again. So I've learned to just, I have to tell the customer, please, you know, can you put your dog away? Because, you know, I just need to be able to have my workspace.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that because I go into, I deliver oxygen and hospital equipment.
You know.
And I go in people's houses with their dog, and most of them got little chihuahuas, and they just
those
little things.
Little ones are the worst ones.
Yes, them little things. They just, and I go into people's houses who've got 5, 6, and 8 of them. Just all of them running around. Oh, they don't bite. And I'm like, oh, my ankles, my poor ankles.
Right.
But you're absolutely right. Going into people's houses now. Explain to us, now you worked a 9 to 5 before, right? Am I correct?
Yes, I've been working since age 13.
So now tell me, how would you compare working a 9 to 5, working for somebody else versus working for yourself? Some of the pros and cons.
I take things, this is what I've done. I don't know if this is the same for everybody else. But what I've done, I've taken from what I've learned with the 9 to 5 and I apply it to the business. So that was what I've done. That's what I have done. Customer service, you know, I'm not afraid to say it. I worked at McDonald's when I was 13. But when I was working at McDonald's, I picked up that customer service skills that they were teaching me. I implement those in my business now. I still use those same type of tools. But the part that I didn't like is you need to be here at 9. If you're not here at 9, you're not paid until you punch the clock.
Right.
Or if you're not here at 9, you got to hear it from somebody.
Right.
That's a period.
Right.
So if I'm in having your own business, yes, you should still strive to be there on time. But if you're not there on time, you don't have somebody looking at you like, I'm gonna take your pay away from you. I'm gonna start docking your pay.
Right.
Those types of things.
Absolutely.
It's the good part of it.
Absolutely. You know, the same as you talking about being your own boss, being the owner of the company, being your own entrepreneur. You know, I also learned those same tools that I learned from working in corporate America and working for 9 to 5 and other types of jobs. I brought them into it. But the thing is it's all about, I found out when I had my own restaurant, I found out that it's about character, you know, how you run your business. You know, if I tell people I'm going to be there, if I'm going to open at 6 a.m., I'm going to open at 6 a.m. I'm not going to open at 6:05. I'm not going to open at 6:15. Especially being a black-owned business, we got to have what we say we got. We can't keep running out of stuff.
That's true.
We can't keep don't have this, don't have that, not on time, not going according to the hours, because people go through a lot. I know for a fact people went through a lot to get to my restaurant. And I respected that, and I refused to close early. It was very rare, unless the weather or something was really bad or something, that I closed early. But I was there the whole time that I stayed. And if people are coming in at the last 5 minutes, everybody got waited on. Nobody got turned away. Everybody got waited on. I would stay open a little extra just to take care of them people, especially if they're still coming in the door. So, and I know
that's what makes a successful business. That's what makes a successful business.
Absolutely. Wow, Rodney. Yes. So now we're gonna have to wrap it up a little bit. Delmar's telling me to wrap it up now. But listen, in parting and leaving, what would you have to say to anybody, any black entrepreneur, somebody wanting to go into business for themselves? What would be some words that you would, encouraging words or wisdom you would share with them?
First thing is that it's good just to have the want to have your own business and be an entrepreneur. That's good. The second thing is that you have to be how can I say it? You have to be not afraid to take that chance. And also, you have to look at where is your finances going to come from. You know, if you have finances already in the bank, you can try different things with your finances. Let's say you're not ready to just flat out own a business by yourself. You can have a franchise for a little while, and I've done that. I've had a franchise, and when I had that franchise, you had to pay franchise fees, but the money that I made off of that, I can hold on to it and then apply it to what I really want to do, is to be out there independently on my own. So those are ways that you can
save your money.
Yes. It takes money. You have to pay to play. I'm sorry to say it, but you have to have. In order to make money, you have to spend money, and if you don't have much, you got to work with what you have. Like I said, if it's a franchise, what they usually do is they will give you the money. They'll give you the loan. They'll loan you the money.
Right.
And you'll still be working for yourself, even though you have to pay franchise fees. You have to do some of the stuff that they want you to do, but at least you have your foot in the door. Absolutely. And as your foot is in the door, you start planning like you always do. Yeah. Because black people, we plan. As we're working, we're planning, we're plotting on something better than what we're already doing. Absolutely. So that's what you do. When you have your franchise, you're plotting and you're planning to just move and do your own thing independently later on.
Absolutely, Rodney. Absolutely. And, I want to just add a little bit to that. Don't go above your means. Work with the resources that you have, use them, but do your homework. Yes. Just don't jump in. Do not go in, because I started my restaurant with zero money. Biggest mistake I ever made, because
I don't know how y'all did it.
We did it, but I found this out. If God didn't ordain it, He's not authorized to sustain it. So I've learned that. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, make sure that God has put His blessing on it.
It will definitely grow. It will definitely grow. And it works.
It does. Well, tell the wife and the family, kiss the kids for me, and tell everybody I said hello.
Yes, I will. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
I enjoyed you so much. Thank you for the very first PastorFisher Show. Thank you for opening it up for us. And until we meet again,
hold on. Can I give one for Pastor?
Oh yes, absolutely. That's a what's up. Unlike Martin Lawrence, that's a PastorFisher. What's up? Thank you for that, Rodney. Rodney, you have a good one. And until we see you again, we're going to hang out soon. All right? We would like to thank Rodney for joining us on our subject, Black Entrepreneurship. And if you are in need of any kind of appliance repairs, please contact Rodney from the information that is on the screen. And remember to please like and subscribe. We hope to see you again on the PastorFisher Show. Bye.